look, check this out. I just left this gas station right there to put some gas in my truck. And I seen this guy, he had a real nice truck. And he was at the pump right beside me. And I told him, I said, man, you got a nice truck. He said, man, I appreciate it, man. He said, man, I waited so long to be able to finally be able to afford this truck. He said, man, I sacrificed so much. And he got his own business. And I asked him, I said, man, how long did it actually take for you to get that truck right there? He said, ironically, man, 12 years. He said, it wasn't to the point that I couldn't afford it sooner. He said, I just wanted to put my family in a better position. And I asked him, I said, you married with kids? He said, yeah, he married with 3 boys. He said, all of them in high school now. He said he got a senior, a junior, and a sophomore. I said, now you said 12 years. I said, had you been in business that long? He said, actually I've been in business, man, 16 years. And I asked him, man, you full time? He said, yeah, man. He said, I'm all in. He said, this will provide for my family. And this is what I asked him. I said, man, was trying to get a business off the ground, was it hard on your spouse? He said, this is what he sees, he's a white guy. He said, oh yeah. He said, man, I remember, man, arguing some nights. And he said, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think we was gonna make it. I said, do you think it was the business? He said, no, it was just the stress that come with business. He said, I can kind of take it. He said, but my woman, she couldn't handle it. He said, when you get your business off the ground and stuff not going your way, he said, you're going to be late on some bills. You're going to have some clients that's not going to pay you. Stuff going to fall apart. He said, I was to the point, I didn't care. He said, I knew I could kind of shake back. He said, but my wife was kind of like stressing about it and stuff. And she just kind of felt like, why don't you go get a job? Why you putting this much pressure on you? And I asked him, I said, man, do you think women understand what it takes to start a business? He said, some do. He said, but the one I picked it. He said, I'm grateful that we made it and we stuck it out. He said, man, but he said it takes a different type of man to ignore all of that and just go for it. And by that time, he was done filling up. And I just thought, man, have a good one. And if you talk to a lot of business owners, ones that's serious about their business, they all say the same thing. They all say the same thing about, golly, that plastic bag just got stuck under that guy car. That's why I don't ride over trash. Look, I'm going to say this. You got 2 types of men. You got the type of man that move in with you, and you got the type of man that you move in with. This for the ladies. Again, my family is full of women. My cousins, my aunties, I got 3 sisters. My family is full of women. I've watched some of my family members pick a man where they move in with him. And he'll go to work, get him a little panty check, give him a little bit of money, and then whatever. And I also have family members that was the man of their doggone house, like, woman, this is what we doing. Either you gonna follow my lead or get on. 95% of women want a man that's gonna call all the shots, make the decisions, and take care of the family. It's the other 5% that want to go against the grain and they want to be men. I said it. Some women want to be men in a woman's body. What I mean by that, they want the husband or the boyfriend to fall into submission under them. They want to be the ones call the shots and they want to have the last say so. There's one thing about me, a woman is not, one thing a woman can't do is tell me how to be a man, and a woman is not going to have the final say so in the house I'm paying all the bills in. And I stand on that. I don't care how nobody feel about that. That's just the way I am. That's the way I am, and I'm not gonna change that. Like I said before, I'm not the type of man that's gonna consult with my wife before I spend money on something. If I want to come home with a new truck, that's what I'm gonna do. If I want to, that's just the type of person I've always been. That will never change. Well, anyway, back to my original point. Like, look, I'm going to do a property right now. The property I'm going to do right now, this guy moved in with this woman. I've been cutting this woman yard about 4 years. Well, anyway, I thought her husband been working out of town or offshore. He finally home now. Got to talking to the guy. Nah, he was the boyfriend that met her and married her and moved in with her. See, he would never have the final say-so at this place of residence I'm going. And that's fine. He's fine with that. I'm not fine. Listen, I'm the type of guy, I'm not moving in with a woman. I'm just not doing that. I need to run the house. I need to have the final say-so. So when you start a business, a lot of women don't understand what it takes for you to start a business and get a business up and running off the ground. I remember my sister was dating this guy. He had his own business. And I remember her telling him, well, you're never here. You're never here. I said to myself, man, she don't see it. Now, needless to say, they're not together no more. And he's living a pretty comfortable life now. But he had to put in that grind in the beginning. And I can say my woman has been with me through the struggle. Been with me when I didn't have much. She watched my business go up and down. But the bills always been paid, and they've always had what they needed. But see, what I learned about my woman, and we was having this discussion the other day. She was saying money don't really make her happy like that. She said she just rather me be home more. And I told her, I said, that never happened. I said, because I don't want to be average. As I remember we was talking, she said, you just gave me $1,300 to spend on whatever I want to spend it on. You think if you become a millionaire, my views will change about me rather you be home with me? She said, you think my views will change to where I'd rather have the money versus you? She said, I'd rather you be home more and you keep the $1,300. I said, yeah, you saying that now. You saying that now until the tables turn. But anyway, you have to, I'ma say it, bro. I've said this over 100 times in other videos. When your woman get to complaining, you have to ignore her. Like let's take today for instance. My daughter have a doctor's appointment today, and my wife asked me, hey, do I need to take all the kids with me to the doctor's appointment? I said, yeah, I got a $200 yard I'm trying to go cut today. Right now I'm going to go mulch up some leaves for $200. I don't want to do it when the doctor office open up at 9. You're going to be down there an hour 10. By the time you get home, 10:30. Now, by the time I get to the property, it's 11 o'clock. It's literally going to take me about an hour. So I'm rushing over here at 11, do the job 12, make it back home 12:30. I got 30 minutes to get dressed and go to work. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go over here and mulch these leaves up. I'm fixing to pull up at this property at 7:45. 9:15, 9:20, I'm back at my house with a 2-3 hour break. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do it the other way. He said, well, I got to take all the kids with me. Yeah, you got to take all the kids with you to go to one doctor's appointment. Yes. Well, she didn't want to do it, but guess what? And I didn't want to go mulch leaves up late. So guess what we done? I'm going to go mulch these leaves up because I understand it's better for me to go because see, my woman don't work. It's nothing for her to go to this appointment, then come back home. You got the rest of the day to do nothing. I'm not fixing to lollygag, be late going mulch these leaves, and I got to fight traffic, get back. Man, I ain't doing none of that. So I'm going to go mulch the leaves. Some guys would have, all right, you right, I'll wait since man, flip all of that. A lot of y'all like the minute y'all doggone how. I don't feel sorry for none of it. I don't feel sorry for none of it. It's a guy right now, I don't care if he watched this video, his woman don't work. He take care of her, all the bills, the kid, and she at the house acting a darn fool, and she don't even work. They got one child together, she don't work, and she acting a fool, and he allowed it. Man, first of all, I ain't allowed none of that dumb junk. Yeah, you gonna let me go, big dog? Appreciate that, big dog. I'm gonna go ahead and pull on out, big dog. It all boils down to respect. If you got a man paying all the bills, you can't respect him enough to follow his lead. And like I say, man, but that man got a nice shop, man. Man, bro, look like I'm a never get a shop. I've been working hard for 10 years and I don't think I will ever get a shop. What you gotta understand is it's all about respect. I make sure my woman have everything she needs. I would deny myself the way she would have everything they need. Boy, these folks over here living good. boy, my clients living good and they got some paper. You hear me? Goodness. So I make sure my woman got everything she needs. And hey, Sometimes I do take off so she can go handle stuff with the kids. But sometimes, hey, I ain't got time for that. You got to handle that. This is what I tell my woman. Handle it or cancel it. Them the only two options. Handle it or cancel it. If she couldn't handle the doctor's appointment today, cancel it. Handle it or cancel it. That's it. Ain't no in between. So, and y'all, and some people might say, man, this is harsh. Do you know that women talk to you in a way that if you vice versa say it back to them, they can't handle it? I remember a while back I was cooking some food. I was just cooking it for me. I wasn't cooking it for the house. I was making a taco salad, and my woman had said, that looked like dog food. Now imagine her slaving in the kitchen and she put a plate of food on the table. I say, man, it look like dog food. You see how women say stuff that to men, but the man say something to the woman, they can't handle it. But hey, it is what it is. That's my little 15-minute rant. Let me maintain this property.